Hey guys, this is Big Skyfinger from Knights of Knee, and I've had a couple of requests for how it is that I go about attacking silo bases. A big disclaimer, I don't consider myself the best attacker ever. I've got a lot to learn still, but I just kind of like to pay it forward, you know, the things that I've picked up along the ways. Maybe it can help one of you guys, I don't know. Yeah, so let's just jump right on in. I tend to look at my attacks in waves of 4. I first have some foot troops that I use for forest defenders. Some people use a couple of bazookas. I personally don't, because I always forget to do those first and then use the rest. I don't know. It's just how it works in my head. I go into my attacks and I'm like, Anyways, so foot troops. Then I have my my silo distraction, which would include 3 generals, which I am currently working on. Currently. It's not at the moment because I'm actually in an event war and I want to be able to have my best generals. Anyway. I also use tank destroyers with that group. And I think for global age and industrial age, it would be possibly flame panzers. Not entirely sure, I can't remember. But yeah, so there's that. And then my main army, most of my damage is going to come from the elite bazookas. I have veteran commandos just to kind of pave the way, some heavy machine guns to deal some suppression, take a little bit of the punishment, I guess, off of the bazookas. And then a couple of howitzers to help with bastions and some of those more ranged things. Another pave the way type of thing. 4th group, I use cards. I typically use 1 suppression, a couple of building ones, and then some that target defenders. Because, it's nice and rounded. I don't do it with my main. I use it as cleanup. So I kind of like for my main to be as sustainable as possible. So, anyway. Yeah, this is actually take 3 of my videos. Amazing, isn't it? In fact, you can see right there. I already attacked it. Bad attack. So yeah, if I'm running through this a little fast, feel free to ask me any questions, or if there's something that maybe you'd like to comment on, feel free. I welcome it all. So yeah, so here's what I've got. It doesn't show coalitions, but in case you're curious, I tend to go 3-0 because I'm one of the strikers of my alliance. I use Aztecs, Americans, and Ethiopians. And I tend to upgrade those very gently just so I can keep up with the NTGs on those. Sometimes I go 1D2-0. If I do that, I use Egyptians and Americans and Ethiopians. I don't really mess with the Maori? I say Maori, whatever. And you'll see why here in a second. So, yeah, anyways. And if you have any more questions about the coalitions, you are more than welcome to ask. If I don't have an answer, I will find an answer for you. Yeah, let's just dive right on in. Okay, first of all, if you are going into a friendly challenge and you're scouting the base, you're trying to take a closer look at it, but you just don't quite have enough time, you can end the battle and it won't record your attack. You can go right back in. So take all the time you need to just kind of scout things out and get the basic idea of it. And you'll see here that I've backed out and it will not record my attack. You would know because it would be updating my challenge right now. Anyway, wow, they are busy. Okay, so all right, so what I'm looking for is ATGs and anything that has like area of effect or can wipe out a bunch of the small guys. So something like a redoubt or maybe a mortar. I want to avoid. Lucky for me, all my mortars are kind of on the inside. Maybe I need to redo my base. But yeah, I'm just going to lay this down while I'm talking to you. Okay, so foot troops for forest defenders, that's wave 1. Opposite corner, I would put my silo distraction. Okay, and then I would go for my main army. I like to kind of fan these out so that way the silo doesn't target it. Okay. Wow, I didn't even have to use my... That's another neat little trick if you need to use your assault rally, but you want to get more bang for your buck, is you can use your main, I guess you'd call it a vanilla rally, I don't know. And that will give you a little bit extra. Decoys I like to use for generals, especially those high-level generals. And it just kind of helps distract them a little bit. Sabotage, I mainly use it for clusters of buildings or whenever I have plane fly over, just because I don't want to lose them too fast. Heal is awesome and better as a tactic, especially when you're dealing with your silo distraction. Oh, that guy went super, super fast. Incoming kid. I am not editing this. I'm getting tired of doing takes. So, you get what you get. Yeah. Obviously, the assault rally, you don't necessarily need to bring more than just one. I use that very first assault rally just to kind of cluster them together. Oh, I probably could have ended the battle and made my time faster. But anyways, I use that assault rally just to cluster my main army together so I can get that protect on there. And in that way, I'm kind of mimicking the way that assault rally used to be back when we were speed rallying, back when it was overpowered. Can you please shut my door? Thank you. So yeah, that would be the big use for using assault rally, is just to get them all together like that. When you go to use a vanilla rally, you can use it on a low hit point or moderately low hit point building, and what it'll do is it'll move your main troops in the direction that you need to go without moving your silo distraction, and if your forest distraction happens to still be alive, that too. Because, yeah, once that building is taken care of, then everyone just is like, okay, business as usual, and they go back doing their thing. So, yeah. Let's see if we can take a look at, nope. You can't take a look at my replay. Kind of wish there was someone from my alliance in here. I don't know if I mentioned this in this take or not, but I'm actually not at my home alliance right now. I am doing a war with the gypsies, and that's going to be spinning up, let's see, day after tomorrow? Day after tomorrow. I don't even know if you saw that or not. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess if you have any questions, hopefully that visual helped a little bit. But that is how you go about a bazooka style attack.